This is Left 4 Dead 2. We're on Xbox Series S, where the game does actually get a little bit of a resolution bump up at 1440p, 30 FPS with auto HDR support, and yeah, it does actually look decently sharp. It's not necessarily perfect, as I'll kind of be going over in the video, but it actually is quite a bit improved over that original, Xbox 360 version of the game, which looks quite jagged. So even this quick little bump up does wonders in terms of how sharp, the environment is, the look of the zombies, the UI. It actually does look quite nice on the platform. So that was definitely quite surprising when I jumped into this one, as I was not expecting it. Let's go, team. So if you're not familiar with Left 4 Dead, it's one of the, most iconic zombie survival experiences, cooperative zombie survival experiences ever created. You're playing, well, generally always in a group of 4, whether you're doing so, with AI, or if you're playing with real players, which, as you can tell, you still definitely are playing with real people, even today. You can find matches, which is kind of nice. And yeah, you're kind of surviving through a variety of different levels. It's got a bunch of different DLC extensions to it as well, if you want to experience more content. I think that's quite neat. And it's definitely just a lot of fun to play. Dark Carnival is particularly the best, but those people are playing on like expert difficulty, and I'm way too tired to be dealing with that tonight, but yeah, that mode's kind of cool. So it's the full experience, which is fantastic. I mean, if you like Left 4 Dead 2, this is a great way to play it. It's a lot of fun, zombie shooting action. And it's not just like campaign stuff, which you again can do locally or online with others. There is also elements of, hey, competitive stuff. Do you want to do like, kind of this mode? Is this the first time these guys have played this? I'm surprised they didn't know where they were going. Yeah, there's like competitive stuff like scavenge, where you're kind of competing to get gas canisters, which I'm not sure if you'll be able to find people. There's versus, where it's literally like one team plays as the survivors going through the area, the other team plays as special infected. There's also survival, where you work as a group in order to try to survive as long as possible while the zombie hordes rain down upon you. That's always fun. So yeah, it's actually a very full experience, and still an absolute blast to enjoy even today. I think it's a a great game. I think it offers a lot of gameplay experience that is a lot of fun. And it's just something that's really quite enjoyable and a great game. It's nice that we do have actually like both versions of Left 4 Dead on the platform. Obviously like Left 4 Dead 2 really included basically Left 4 Dead 1, the entirety of it. So it makes it sort of an almost complete version of that experience, which is kind of cool. And you get really distinct map options with this one. Just even looking at the core kind of gameplay, there's like a mall, there's a dark carnival, there's like a swamp, there's all kinds of cool stuff. There's like Easter egg things like Noam Chomsky, and you can just sit here and play hours and hours and hours of this game, having unlimited fun as you do replay, and you try to get different achievements and challenges and find different weapons to use against the undead. It also loads way faster, which is nice. It's just a really enjoyable experience that it offers so much. So in general, levels are different, sort of chapters that lead into like overall acts. So there's, I think there's like 5 different acts or something like that. And of course, like I mentioned, there's the DLC stuff. So that kind of expands the acts you get. But then there's chapters within them, and you have to get to the safe room like we just did. And then you're able to go to the next area, and there's different challenges that come up in order to have you survive. Sometimes you're just kind of holding off in areas. Sometimes you gotta, fill things up in order to get stuff done. And it definitely does have a variety of different challenging scenarios that keeps you guessing. Now, it is quite linear, but there is elements of like the director that kind of like mixes up how you play and how you tackle the challenges that are present. There might be different off rooms you can kind of go to, different places you can explore. It does actually have quite a lot to it, and it's very, very impressive in that regard. Like, it really is a great game, and I think it still even holds up, visually and gameplay-wise today. I think it's great. I mean, on PC, you get, like, mods and stuff, which is, like, the definitive way to keep playing this game. But on console, it's still a really, really great time. I have so much fun going back and playing this one still. And as you can tell, others do as well, because, you know, we got like a full match here, which is kind of nice. I think that's really cool. So this is the big rescue moment. We have to grab the gas canisters and fill the car while dealing with the undead. And yeah, it's kind of a riveting time of challenge and working together. And it's just part of what makes this experience so fun is, well, again, trying to get the job done. Why didn't they fill the gas can? Because, you know, you got like things like the spitter here that could like, I think, cause the stuff to explode, basically. I get the tactic of having one person kind of fill, but you're just kind of leaving yourself open for bad stuff to happen. I mean, we're playing on normal too, so it's not like it's a huge deal to deal with. Guess you're welcome for helping you out. But yeah, they just nailed this one. Like, it came really close after the first game. Like, really, really close after the first one. Guess we can wait to heal up. But, you know, I think most fans' worries were kind of quelled quickly because this one was so well received, so well loved. Again, I'm actually really surprised how good this looks on this platform. I expected it to look a lot rougher. Kind of funny that I ended up with a pouring job. That normally never happens. This is an effective team. They've definitely been playing this before, that's for sure. Yeah, this squad is getting stuff done. I guess I'm just getting all the gas canisters thrown down at me. That's funny. I can't believe this is the job I end. Seriously, like, usually I'm the one that's like running around gathering all this stuff, and this time they're just like, you're doing it. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Oh, and your teammates can go idle too if, you know, you need to take a break. I guess that's kind of a cool feature. Uh-oh. Yeah, you really gotta be careful though, because like I said, you know, one bad shot or something, and everything can go up in flames, which isn't good. As mentioned earlier, you know, there's different like difficulty levels you can choose, and like realism levels, and you can really give your team a good challenge, that's for sure. You can definitely make it quite hard for you. It just depends on how intense of an experience you want. And the different levels have really cool, unique experiences aesthetically, which is nice. Gotta save your teammate from the special infected. That took me quite a while. Sometimes the response time of your team isn't best. I think, is there a tank coming? Yeah, that's a tank. That's not good. Tanks are bad. They're beefy enemies. They take a lot of damage. It's not good. And they literally just killed that guy. Rescue has arrived. Guess that guy's dying today. We can literally escape, guys. The gas thing is full. Oh, and there's like in-game achievements you can kind of view too. Oh, I wanted to show that off, but I can like slap around here from behind. Oh, and like the zombie attack and like dismemberment of the zombies is like really intense. Like it's very, very well handled. Very, you know, quite graphic and accurate, I'd say. It's kind of ahead of its time. But yeah, I got the in-game achievements, and I've done so many of them. Oh, and there's like avatar awards too for the time, which was cool. I think I'm only missing like a couple achievements. I don't think I'll ever get them, but yeah, it's kind of neat. We escaped and we left that guy behind. Now that is kind of funny. Get the car and whoa, that is kind of epic. Do 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 do. And then you get to kind of vote and like skip if you want to. Vote to skip. Yeah, I definitely want to. Don't want to see what happens there. We don't need the cutscene thing. And then they pick like a different level and we can like ready up again. You can kind of pick your character. We'll just see if they chose to do that. Okay, is there like a quick mute? Again, sorry, but you know, can't have people saying whatever. Oh, they're doing Dark Carnival? That one is so awesome. So it'll load here and you'll get to see how fast the, well, the load times are, which is kind of nice. It looks like we're ready to go, and like I said, you just find matches online. It's super, super impressive. Kind of blown away by it. Dark Carnival action. Let's do this, guys. And the loading might also be impacted by the others in your squad to a degree. To a degree, right? Because you'll have to wait for them to kind of get in and stuff. Let's go, squad. Seriously, this is like the best campaign, I think, of this whole franchise. It's super, super impressive, which is so cool. Let's go, team. Grab, I think the SMG is kind of the way to go. But this ends with like a big rock concert. It's really, really exciting. The carnival area is so cool. It's so iconic. And like I said, every time you go to play these levels, it might be like, oh, it's, you know, it gets repetitive and stuff. It's like, no, like they keep it fresh. They really do. Like it's, you know, almost entirely different each time you go at it. It'll feel similar, but you know, it does have like insane replay value. I should know, I'm still playing this game today. I love to just do like fun little Left 4 Dead nights. It's, you know, it's such a good time. Although I do primarily play it on the PC at this point because, you know, the mods are just like undeniably awesome. But if you've got the console and that's your option, I mean, this isn't necessarily like a bad way to play this game. I am just getting like really pushed around by these zombies. I would have liked to have kind of like melee option. And as expected, it's all running quite smooth, and yeah, I did expect the resolution to look a little bit worse, but it's actually not bad. I mean, there's definitely like, you know, some edges aren't quite as sharp and stuff, but I would say all things considered, this is pretty solid. Ow. I do not appreciate all these hits, zombies. Yeah, it's like strangely sharp. And you know, it's not like it magically like redoes the game or anything, but it's just, you know, it keeps everything running smooth now and everything flowing. I'm also a little bit crazier than most players because I just sort of like rush through things. Like a lot of people really take their time. Ow! Whereas I go a little bit more all out, if that makes sense. Give myself a bit of a heal. I don't know why they're kind of bringing the tank towards me. Even the motels, I don't know how they crafted such a wonderfully like well done campaign. Like this particular campaign level really stands out. Like there's a lot of really great levels in this whole franchise, but this one for whatever reason just truly hits the mark. Yeah, I had so many fun memories killing zombies and spent so many hours doing this. It's kind of ridiculous almost. Zombies want to die today. Hey, Spitter. As you can tell, you know, there's a good variety of special infected. You know, it's not just like common infected. There's lots of different enemies, and they'll come in varying random ways. You never know what kind of crazy enemy you're gonna like get jumped by around a corner or anything like that. They'll just literally come out of nowhere and become such a problem for you. And that's the magic of it. So two of these guys are idle. Is anyone actually playing here and giving me a hand? Kind of like letting the bots like play the parts they don't want to or something. That's kind of funny. Or they could legitimately be busy doing stuff. It's hard to say. Oh, I kind of wanted the bile. Okay, whatever. Hello, zombies. Would have been pretty sweet to get this, like, FPS boosted, I gotta say. Whoa, charger. That's not good. It was bound to happen eventually.
Wait, I have something for shit.
Thank you for the heal, Rochelle.
I can heal you.
Oh yeah.
Reloading.
Reloading.
Yeah, looks like we're almost there. Reflections, not too bad either. Reflections obviously missing the tree thing. But yeah, it's not like this has been really upgraded to any degree, right? Again, on the Series X you get that, like, 4K bump up, which is super nice. You're welcome. Oh shit! Sometimes like the special effect that just like, you know, sort of just like rush up and stuff, come out of nowhere, and there's just a lot of them. Well, as long as we don't ring the alarm, we're kind of just like home free on this one. Midnight Riders.
This here first aid is mine.
Fairgrounds tour.
Ain't got no time for this
That's some better guns yet.
Hey, I'm reloading.
Nah, I hope we're not doing that thing where everybody like waits at the door. We gotta let everybody in.
Can somebody wait up? I gotta heal.
Get your asses in here right now.
Come on, guys, get in here. Oh, sorry. Oh, and you can like vote to kick people and stuff too. I don't really want to switch it to expert. Just kind of having some fun. Trying to have some fun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it looks like it's still loading. Must be other people connecting or something that's making this take long. Kind of want to get in on the act. There we go.
Hey, check it out, man.
Oh, looks like Rochelle just quit, or they're still loading in. That's fun. They were the only person actually playing the game.
Stuff that ain't no good. Best light show in the business, though.
I mean, they can switch to expert when they want, but oh yeah, and you could play like the games here, and there was like an achievement for it. That was fun. Why did they keep going idle? Do they just like not like all of this game? Yeah, you can do the thing, you shoot it, and then you like unlock Noam Chomsky, and you had to like carry Noam Chomsky the whole time. It's just awesome. They had so many fun little things. Like there's Noam Chomsky in there. I remember having to carry him. It was quite entertaining. No, this isn't good. Wow, this charger is really causing some problems for me, that's for sure.
Cover me for a sec. I gotta heal.
Gotta heal myself up. But yeah, it's a really exciting game. It's got a lot of action to it. It looks pretty fine. It's an enjoyable experience, and it's definitely something that I think is quite worthwhile. Oh, it's the witch. Definitely do not want to deal with her. Nope, I startled the witch. I beg to differ. Kinda hoping she maybe doesn't get to me. Oh. So close. They almost always get you.
All right, thanks. You beat my ass fair and square.
The jockey to the fire.